Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. All right, so we did two Gamoras versus Rhino Standard, and now it's time to step it up to Rhino Expert because we handled Rhino Standard fairly well. So we are playing with the Gamora pre-constructed deck, so the one right out of the box. So there's probably things we would tweak in there to change it up a little bit. But right now, it's just what's right out of the box. So I'm thinking going into this, as I jump over to the Gamora side. So the good thing is I've got two thwart and I've got three on here. And if I play myself an attack card, I get rid of right there. So if I play an attack event, remove one threat from a scheme, I should be able to get rid of that breaking and taking. So let's see if we can make that happen. All right. We got her set up. We need 6 cards because that's her hand size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, Gamora's got a setup ability there where she can include 6 attack or thwart events in your deck from aspects other than my chosen aspect, but I'm using the pre-constructed deck, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot. All right. Okay. Let's see here. So the other thing is I could have the ability to get some events in here that may allow me to get rid of the breaking and taken by doing some thwarting. So, all right, like this one right here, we've got impede. So impede says remove 3 threat. Oh, it's from the main scheme. Oh, darn it. I was thinking it was from any scheme. It's from the main scheme. All right, so then we've got Nebula. Ooh, let's see here. So that might be an interesting card to get out there. Angela's another interesting one to get out there. My forward momentum would totally take care of that. Hit and run would take care of that also. But I think getting Nebula out would be, so I could do 2 to get Nebula out. Angela's going to come out for free. So what would I like to... I would kind of like to get my combat training out there too. That would be a nice card to get into play. Forward momentum is not going to do me any good, so we're going to ditch forward momentum. I don't think we're going to play the impede, so we're going to draw 2 other cards and see what we come up with. See if it changes my plan. All right, we got to set the pace, which would take a threat off of a scheme. It would also let me do an attack. I would get my ping for 1 when I attack. Decisive blow does 4 damage to an enemy, 0 damage if you have played or 7 damage if you already played a thwart. Oh, that looks really good. So I kind of want to get Nebula out there, but I could set the pace and maybe a decisive blow. I don't know. Let's see. So what we have to do here is we're going to do Gamora's thing. So Gamora has... You've got an action. Look at the top card of your deck. If the card is an attack or thwart event, draw it. So I'm really hoping to get an attack or thwart event. And we get... yes, it's a thwart event. All right. Cool. Okay. So we could do a decisive blow. Set the pace and a decisive blow. That could be pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to flip on over to Gamora. Now let's see here. Let's use our forward momentum and hit and run to bring Nebula into play. All right, after Nebula enters play, search your deck for an attack or thwart event and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. All right. Let's there's an attack event. We're going to grab that. We're just going to use it as a resource anyway, so it doesn't matter a whole lot which one we're grabbing because we're going to take Angela. We're going to keep Angela out there. That's probably going to be our decisive blow right there. All right. So what we're going to start off at is we're going to do a set the pace. So set the pace says a 0 cost event. thwart event. It says remove one threat from a scheme. All right, so one threat off of the scheme. All right, so then as Gamora, after you play a thwart event, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Well, there's one enemy out there right now, so it's going to be Rhino. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to spend 2 to do a decisive blow. So that says deal 4 damage to an enemy, 7 damage if you have played a thwart event this turn, which I have. So we're playing an attack event for 7 damage. So we're going to take 7 off of Rhino. He's 14, he's down to 7. All right, when I play an attack event, I get to remove a threat from a scheme. So we're going to take 1 off of there. I think what we're going to do is we will now bring Angela into play. So after she comes into play, I'm going to look through the top 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to look for a minion. So we've got Advance, Ivory Horn, Gang Up, Shadows of the Past, Sandman, or Hydra Bomber. All right, so we're going to grab that Hydra Bomber. He's going to come into play. So he's not revealed. He comes into play. All right, now we need to get rid of that breaking and taking. And we'll get rid of the Hydra Bomber. So we're going to do some cleanup at this point in time. So we'll go ahead and have Gamora. We'll have her attack for 2. So we're going to exhaust her. We have an exhaust token here. Exhaust her, attack for 2. Rhino's down to 5. We'll exhaust Nebula to thwart for 2. So she's going to get rid of the breaking and taking. Then Angela, she's going to take a consequential damage because of that. Angela, we're going to activate her to do 2 damage to the Hydra Bomber, which is going to take out the Hydra Bomber, and she's going to take a consequential damage. All right. I think we're done at that point in time. That was a lot. So we're going to unexhaust everybody. And we're going to draw back up to 5 cards. All right. That was a pretty good first round, though. I'm pretty happy with that. Not only did I get rid of the breaking and taking, I did 8 damage to Rhino. I've got 2 allies out there. That seems pretty good. All right, so we got 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got a first hit, energy, a cross counter, an acrobatic move, and Drax. Wow. Okay, so the cross counter is going to be pretty nice, I think. But the question is going to be, what am I going to spend on it? Probably the first hit, because then I can get Drax out there with the other 3. That's probably how that's going to go down. All right. We're going to go over to the villain's turn. So what's going to happen on the villain's turn? We're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. All right. Rhino is going to come to attack Gamora. Gamora's going to take this attack, so he's attacking for 3. He's going to get a boost of 2. Ow! So he's doing 5 damage. All right, we are going to play our cross counter on that. So cross counter says, Hero Interrupt. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3. So that means that we're going to take 2. We're going to deal damage to an enemy, remove a threat from a scheme, and then Gamora's stuff is going to fire off. All right, so we're going to prevent 3 of the 5 damage, so we're going to take 2. So we take 2. If I can get the little token out, there we go. We take 2. 2, 2, 2. All right. Then we do 1 damage to an enemy, so he's going to go down to 4. And remove a threat from a scheme. This is going to go away. All right. Then on top of that, Gamora's things are going to fire off because they are once per phase, and now we're in the villain phase. And that was attack and a thwart, so she's going to do 1 damage to an enemy. And we're going to move 1 threat from a scheme, but there's no threat to remove. Okay. Now we're going to draw our encounter card. So encounter card is Under Fire, Surge. 1 revealed, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So now I'm up to 2 cards. So we're going to set 1 out, and we're going to surge. All right, so we get Advance. The villain schemes. Oh no! All right, so he's going to scheme. He schemes for 1. Our boost is going to be 1. All right, so the gang up. So he schemed for 2. We'll put 2 on the break-in. All right, and then we've got our second card. We get Unfulfilled Destiny. So let's see here. I can go Alter Ego. And then I can exhaust your Alter Ego, remove Unfulfilled Destiny from the game. Choose and discard 2 events from your hand. Discard this obligation. Well, I can't do that one, so we are going to flip to Alter Ego. Cha-ching. And then we're going to do the other part of it, which is right there. Exhaust your Alter Ego, remove Unfulfilled Destiny from the game. All right, so that's out of the game. We're exhausted. All right, that is the end of Rhino's turn. We're back over to the hero's turn. Okay. Well, we can go ahead and use Gamora's special ability, which says look at the top card of your deck. If it's an attack or thwart event, draw it, and we get neither. It's a combat training, so it goes back on top of the deck. All right. Let's see here. I think the next thing we're going to do is we bring Drax into play. I'll have to be Guardian in order to bring Drax into play. So let's flip on over to Gamora. Boop. All right, we're going to bring Drax into play. So 1, 2, 3 for Drax. Drax is can only play if I have Guardian, and he cannot attack minions. All right. So we're getting mean. Here comes Drax. All right, so the next thing that Drax is going to do is he's going to go ahead and attack. Drax attack. He's going to attack for 3, which is what Rhino's got. So 3 are going to go away. All right, and with that, he's going to take a consequential damage. Rhino 2 is going to go away. Well, actually, that should happen after Rhino 2 goes away. Rhino 3 is going to come out, and he's going to get toughness, and he's going to stun each hero. All right. So he's going to get tough. Actually, I'm going to use a tough card, I think. I don't think I've got my tough counters in here, do I? I don't think so. All right. So he's going to get tough. We got a tough Rhino. And I get stunned. So we're going to be... I'll go with this. We're going to be stunned. All right. Little birdies on us. All right, we're stunned and we're exhausted and we're not having a great day. Gamora isn't, but her friends out here are loving it. All right. So I think we'll go ahead and attack with Angela. Oh, we need, what's he gonna, he has 16 hit points. So 10, 5, 1, 10, 5, 1. All right, so what are we looking at here? He's got toughness, which is really annoying. Gamora could potentially get rid of it, but I think we're going to go ahead with Angela and attack with Angela. We'll attack with Angela, and she's going to get rid of the toughness. And the problem with Gamora is she's stunned also, so we're kind of sitting on that one. All right, we're done. We're going to remove our exhausted tokens. We're going to draw back up to our hand size of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, I don't know that 2 clobbers do us a lot of good. All right. Villain's turn. What's going on the villain's turn? So first thing is we're going to put a threat on the main scheme. It's up to 3. Second thing is Rhino is going to come to attack Gamora. I really do not want to take that damage. So we're going to have Angela step in front of this attack. All right, so Rhino's attacking for 4. Angela's going to take, well, I could take it. And then I would look at, but I'm stunned. I look at 2, 4, 7. Oof. And then if I could pull off a clobber, I could get really close to taking him out. Oh, so close. I think we're going to take it. We're going to take the damage and see how it goes. So we're going to pull Angela back here. We're going to take the damage. So Rhino's attacking for 4. He's going to boost for 1. So we're going to take 5. Ow, that hurt badly. All right, so we're at 7. We're doing a little bit of gambling here. I think I've got the cards. We'll see how it works out. All right, so that was Rhino attacking. Now we need an encounter card, and we get... Boom, tough. Oh, I didn't want that. All right. We can get the tough status card. Darn it. That wasn't how that's supposed to work. All right. Well, shoot. Not how that was supposed to go. So we're over to the hero turn. What are we going to do now? So we could go after Rhino. Problem is I've got that stun on me. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attack. That's going to remove the stun off of Gamora so that I can free up the possibility of using cards. Now, I've got a clobber. Got 2 clobbers. If I play a thwart card, I get to remove. If I play a thwart card, I get to attack for 1. Problem is he's got tough on him. I think I'm going to go ahead and do my hit and run. I think that's where we're going to start at. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a hit and run. So hit and run says attack thwart. So I'll drop it over here. So we've got a attack thwart, deal 2 damage to an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. All right. So deal 2 damage to an enemy. It's going to take the tough off. Take 2 off of a scheme. All right. Second part of that is Gamora's abilities are going to trigger, and I'm going to do 1 damage. I'm going to get to remove 1 from a scheme because we did an attack and we did a thwart event. It counts as both. All right. So next up, we're going to throw some damage. So we're going to have Drax attack. And he's going to do 3 damage. So Rhino's down to 12. All right. And we have Angela and Nebula attack also. I think we do. So we're going to have Angela attack for 2. And that's going to make her go away. And we'll have Nebula attack for 2 also. That's going to make her go away. So he's down to 8. 2, 1. All right, Nebula's going to go away. Still got Drax, though. All right, the last thing we're going to play is we're going to play this tactic, which is plan of attack. So plan of attack says, search the top. Ooh, actually, we're going to flip first. We're going to flip over to Gamora. Then we're going to play plan of attack. So search the top 4 cards of your deck, 7 cards if you're in alter ego form. So we're going to go for 7 cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what I'm looking for is... Oh, I don't have it. All right, so I need an attack event, and the only attack event I think I've got is Clobber in there. Well, actually, Acrobatic Move is an attack event. I'm going to take the Clobber, though, because it does 3, and I can potentially repeat the 3 damage. All right, I'm going to shuffle my deck. All right, and then the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to use Gamora's ability on our alter ego side to draw a card if it's an attack or thwart event. All right. Whoop. I got a plan of attack. So it's going to go back on top because it's a tactic. It's a tactic event, an attack or thwart event. All right. All right. So that's going to be the end of my turn. We're going to ready up. I'm going to draw back up to 6 cards this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Villain's turn. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Next thing that's up, Rhino is going to see alter ego Gamora out there, so he's going to do some scheming. So he's going to scheme for 1. He's going to get a boost of 2. Ooh, he's going to scheme for 3. All right. Getting a little bit dicey. Now, let's see if he draws in advance. I think I've got him as long as he doesn't draw in advance. Counter card is, what do we get? We get exhaustion. Exhaust my identity card. No, that wasn't supposed to happen. I think we're still all right, but it's also got, the other problem, it's got surge. All right, is it the advance? Oh, it's stampede. It's going to surge. Oh, we're so close. And it's assault, which is going to surge. And it's stampede, which is going to surge. All right, next up is advanced. There it is. All right, so he's going to scheme for 1. He's going to get a boost of 1. So he's going to scheme for 2. All right. Whew. He's done. All right, that's the end of the villain's turn. Okay, hero turn. We're going to look at our top card and see if it's a attack or thwart event. And it is a thwart event, so we can keep it. We're keeping it. All right, we're going to use our plan of attack. So plan of attack says, yet again, I can look at the top 7 cards for an attack event and add that to my hand. So top 7 cards. Where's that big bad boy at? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to shuffle it all up anyway. But let's see here. Plan of attack. There's the attack event that I was looking for. Decisive blow. So I have to play a thwart first. But I think we've got him now. Yeah, we got him now. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a flip on over to Gamora. Fortunately, we're exhausted. We're going to attack with Drax. So Drax is going to exhaust. He's going to hit for 3. Whoop. Rhino's down to 5. We're going to spend 2 to play Impede. So Impede says remove 3 threat from the main scheme. If this is the first card you have played this round, return it to your hand. It's not the first card I played because I played Plan of Attack first. But we get to take 3 off the main scheme. And the big thing is, that was a thwart event. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do 1, 2, and we're going to play that decisive blow, which says 7 damage this turn if you have played a thwart event, which I did, and it is the decisive blow. We take out Expert Rhino with our decisive blow. All right, yes, all right. So what do we think there? Gamora seemed to handle Expert Rhino pretty well. I got really scared there. I was close. I thought maybe there was the chance that the advance was going to take us out, but that would have taken us out. That would have taken us out. What are we at here? Are we about 50% of the cards? Maybe a little bit less. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. 11, that was maybe 2/3. That was okay. It was a bit better than half chances. So, yep, I got one more here. Oh yeah, that would have made it even closer. So that kind of came down to the wire there. Happy though that we got the win. So that was Gamora versus Expert Rhino. I think I'm gonna stop there because she's got like a win streak all the way across. So two standard rhinos and an expert rhino. And Rhino almost got us at the end there. So I think we're gonna end with a clean record for Gamora. And I don't know that I've played any characters three in a row like that and ended up with a clean record. Maybe Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange is powerful like that. But yeah, I guess I didn't ever see Nebula come into play, so we never encountered Nebula, which is kind of good and kind of bad. That's a mixed thing. Like I think that helps with the wins, but I don't get to see that. I didn't get to see the cards come into play, so we'll see where we go next. It's looking like Drax should be landing pretty soon. On the Team Covenant thing, it shipped a little bit late. I think they got their stuff late from Fantasy Flight, so I was kind of hoping to have it this weekend, but it didn't happen. Should get that in next week, which means I'll probably be opening some packs up and restocking the store next week too. So look for more cards in the store that I've got linked in the description below if you're looking for some single cards. So yeah, I think that's a win. And where do we go next? Probably Drax. We'll see if I've got some time. I may do some of the campaign for Galaxy's Most Wanted because I haven't dove into that yet, and I'm kind of excited to see how all of that works out. So, all right, that's it for now. Next time we'll see what's up, and thanks for watching.